Okay, we're in, let's just call it step number one. I'm out here and I'm lining this old frame up, you could say, trying to get it zeroed in. And it's not too bad. Of course, I'm not going to weld it back together. I'm planning to take this thing and shrink it by about 24 inches, 2 feet. And you need a lot of calculating for that. So I got my Maniac pencil out here and doing some calculations. And I am going to paint this thing up and get it looking like a real pencil. Yeah, maybe today, I don't know, but I've been saying that, and it's going to happen. I want to see this look like a nice yellow pencil with a pink eraser and all that. Oh, geez, look who's here. Always the snooper, Mr. Enoch. What do you got to say, boy? You want to talk? Huh? Say hello. Nah, you ain't talkative. Okay, but that's what I'm doing, and show you what's happening. We got ourselves, this is my new word for the day. I was going to show you, but I forgot. The double heliac coil. I got 2 double heliac coils, and I'm using this here old T-bar thing you used to turn the water off with in the old days. But yeah, I'm gonna have these screwed in the ground. It's a lot of work. If I had my wife here, I'd let her hold this camera, and you could watch me turning these things in. But you know, it's not that exciting watching an old guy turn double heliac. I think they're 36-inch double heliacs, and that to me sounds like an old type of dive you'd do back in the old days, off the high dive, which we would call the corkscrew. And that's, for the fun of it, I'm going to see if I can't muscle this thing back on here and have a floor again. Maybe I'll throw some carpet down. Let's see how this comes out. Well, there she is. Now, if you've watched my videos, then you know my name is Ponti, and I got a brother called the Maniac, and then of course this PaPa, but and Mama too. But it was my brother Maniac that came up with the idea, because I said, I'm going to restore this here Bonneville, you know, and it was a rusted Hulk, and he said it'd be a lot cheaper if you cut it in half, then it would only cost you half as much. And at the time it made sense, but you know, looking back, I don't know why I listened to that Maniac. So I could have the 2-seater, because that's something I've been trying to figure out. I've been measuring. Maybe I'll put it back together as a regular full-size Pontiac. It might help me, maybe, if I think on it a lot. Maybe I better ask the Maniac for some advice. Do some, you know, and shorten it to a 2-seater. Then I'd have, I think, the only one in the world. Here's my big pencil, and I got me some yellow paint. When the last time you saw a can like this was stolen for $2? There ain't much left. I used most of it up on The Simpsons over there, but that's gonna get done.
Buddy, it's me, PaPa. You know, Ponti's asleep right now, and I thought I'd come out here and surprise him. And he had that floor, he put that floor back in. And I thought I just couldn't help myself. I went, and as you can see, I put these bucket seats in there. They're just in there, not permanent. But I think it looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Gotta get a windshield in here pretty soon. But that's what I did. And then one more surprise. When Ponti comes out, oh, he's gonna be happy. Check it out. I overheard him talking. And so I decided to get his big yellow number 2 pencil on a roll. Yeah, that's That's what we're doing out here. Don't tell him.
Hey, it's me, Maniac. I just overheard Papa talking, and I heard Ponti earlier, and they said I didn't have a good idea when I said cut it in half. Well, fact is, if it hadn't been for me and that idea, they wouldn't be where they're at right now. It was a good idea.